way before I ever wrote any articles and did any SEO, the very first business I ever had was an Amazon business. And I went crazy trying to understand how to do keyword research. I would pay people to do keyword research for me. I did keyword research myself, and I would get the same results every single time, and I never made any money with Amazon until I understood what I'm going to talk about today. First off, the type of products that you're seeing on the screen right now was the same type of products that I sold 9.5 years ago on my very first Amazon account. And like I said, I had no success, zero. And I couldn't understand why. Like I said, went crazy with keyword research. So I'm going to give you some game today on not only how to do keyword research, but how to actually make that keyword research work for you and be able to make money with Amazon doing this if you're in the Amazon FBA game. But first off, let me just go ahead and say right now, if you're in the trenches with Amazon FBA, I'll say a prayer for you. I left that business a long time ago, but this video is here for you to support you on your journey. Now, keyword research for Amazon is simple. People perform a search, and the Amazon algorithm looks at the name brand, looks at the title, looks at the description, but the thing that holds the most weight is the title and the name brand, believe it or not, okay? The description doesn't nearly hold as much weight as you would think. Now, despite what other people say, I want you to listen to me because, like I said, I have failed with Amazon for a very long time, and then I finally cracked the code about 2.5 years later, and that allowed me to sell my Amazon business, and I got rid of it, and I never returned back to that hellhole. Now, I'm not going to talk about why I believe selling on Amazon is a hellhole because that's not what this channel is about, and that's not what this content is about. However, I'm going to keep this very clear. Amazon cannot rely on purely descriptions for SEO or even have a huge impact because everybody, and I mean everybody, keyword stuffs in descriptions for Amazon. So if keyword stuffing exists in descriptions, what does that mean? That means they're less value by default because it would ruin algorithms. You know why? Let's imagine for a second that this product had 50,000 5-star ratings, okay? And you see the word performance a few times in this description. Let's say it was written 10 times. That would indicate to the Amazon algorithm that the word performance matters a lot, right? Therefore, if somebody searched the word performance, technically this product should rank first on Amazon. And thankfully, that is why descriptions are not really used that much in the Amazon algorithm, at least not anymore. The most important things are going to be your title and going to be your brand name or your store name. Now, if you create a brand name or a store name that is identical to the product, that's not going to help you much because you still have competitors, okay? Now, the thing that's going to help amplify your keywords, because you're going to add it in you're going to add the product keywords in your tags and in your title and adjacent keyword terms. And I'll show you how to get those adjacent keyword terms in just a second. But the only thing that matters to actually help lift your ranking is your sales and your reviews. If you don't have sales and reviews, it doesn't matter what keywords you put in your system, it's not going to help you unless you use adjacent keywords terms that have low competition, which is exactly what I'm going to show you here today. So I'm using a software called EmberSEO. It costs $10 a month. You can go ahead and check it out if you want. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description. But this is probably the keyword tool that creates the most deep results. And when I say deep results, I'll give you a quick example. I search GLP-1, and I get a total of 335 keywords found with a total of 13 million search volume. And what it does is it provides me all kinds of keywords with lower search volume. When there's lower search volume, guess what? There's also lower competition. So on Amazon, right, if somebody searches for, let's go to Amazon here for a second. Let's search GLP-1. I know that's a prescription-based product, but let's write GLP-1. Also, a little FYI, Kindle Direct Publishing, Amazon FBA, Merch by Amazon, they all follow the same algorithm. So I just want people to be aware of that because I'm going to use this as an example. If you look here, when you search a GLP-1, these are products that exist in the algorithm, but they're not actually GLP-1. It just says GLP-1 support. Why do you think they use the keyword GLP-1 in their product title? It's simple. Because they want attention from GLP-1, right? It's not like they're trying to scam people and sell them fake GLP-1. They're trying to get the attention off of it. And if you notice, there's a certain keyword attached to it. So here you have GLP-1 supplement, GLP-1 support, right? So you have to look at the keyword and you have to understand their psychology. Here you have GLP-1 mega support. Here you have GLP-1, GLP-365 natural GLP-1 support supplement for weight loss. So if I write GLP-1 and maybe I type in the word support here, like, let's see here if the word support even exists. We have the word GLP-1 supplements. That gets 2,400 search. GLP-1 supplements, okay. We have the word GLP-1 agonist supplement. That's 50. If you used the keyword GLP-1 agonist supplements, you could potentially get some search volume every month. Okay, why? Because these 50 people that are searching through Google, guess what's going to rank first? It's Amazon, right? There's no other website, unless you're directly competing with somebody else who found this keyword, which I doubt people are going to find it that easy. But unless you use this exact keyword in the title of your product, in the tags of your product, then you're not going to rank for this exact keyword. You're going to rank with all the other people. There's something called the blue ocean strategy. What is a blue ocean? It's the opposite of a red ocean. What is a red ocean? A red ocean is an ocean where there's blood in the waters because there's too much sharks. There's too much competition. There's too much viciousness. Competitors are tearing each other apart. So what is the point of what I'm saying here? The point of what I'm saying here is if you put these low competition keywords in your title, in your tags, right? And you could put it in your description if you want. It's not going to make a big difference, but if you put it in your description, your title, your tags are the most important thing. Secondarily, your brand name store, if it actually aligns with the product. But you put those keywords together inside of your brand, of your product, you're going to get at least a chance to get some sort of attention. If you don't, then you're just going to compete with everyone else who has the generic keywords, which unfortunately, then in that case, you're going to be competing only on reviews and sales. And I mentioned this earlier, but you're going to be competing with everyone else who has a high amount of reviews and a high amount of sales, which as a new seller, you're not going to be able to do. Because the only thing that levels up your products in the ranking is what? It's your reviews and your sales. That's primary. Secondary is going to be your keywords. What's tertiary? Tertiary is going to be your description. None of that is going to matter if you don't have keywords and sales, which is 99% of the people who start on Amazon FBA, unless they're doing something illegal or against Amazon's policies, which is buying reviews and sales, right? Unless they're going to be doing that, they're not going to have reviews and sales. So the next best approach is to find keywords with lower competition, right? That can help you potentially stand out. So you could see here, this says GLP-1 hormone supplement, right? You could add the word support to it and you could potentially get 210 search volume through Google, right? Maybe even a little bit more because Google has a JSON keyword term search, which can help you rank for other keywords that are similar or related, depending on how the user types it in. Find your product through the ad system, and then you get sales that way, as opposed to, like I said, competing with the guys who use the regular GLP-1 word in their product, and then next thing you know, you're not going to get anything, right? Then you're essentially going to be forced to run ads, forced to spend money on influencers and things to promote your product. So good luck, guys. Hopefully that helps.